Ouch. That's gotta hurt, man. I mean, talk about a political fall. That was the ever insufferable Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and the obviously hostile reception he got during his speech at the recent North American Indigenous Games held in Halifax. Now, if you don't know, the NAIG is a multiple sport event that showcases Indigenous athletes from across North America. It includes Canada, the United States, and it encompasses traditional Indigenous games as well as modern sports and offers cultural festivals highlighting music, storytelling, dance, visual arts. I've never been. It sounds really neat. But the only sound that Justin Trudeau was hearing was the sound of hostility and animosity among thousands. Now, this was, frankly, rather shocking, since Trudeau, of course, is all in on woke identity politics. I mean, you would think that at least most of these guys would be his peeps. You know, among all the populations in Canada, Indigenous people groups, you would think would be his biggest fans. But maybe the hostility has a little something to do with what Trudeau recently did on Canada's Indigenous Peoples Day, when he actually skipped town and vacationed at a posh beach resort on the day Canada was commemorating its first ever national holiday to recognize past abuses against Indigenous people. Now, regardless of what you think of that holiday, it was an optics disaster for Trudeau, to say the least. And of course, we can't forget Trudeau's blackface scandal that almost sank his last campaign a couple of years back. Originally, it started with an old photograph from years ago when it resurfaced that showed Trudeau in a blackface costume. He apologized for it, played it down. I've only done it once, blah, blah, blah. And then, like with Biden's classified documents, we kept finding photo after photo after photo of him going full blackface, brown face, you name it. Again, it was like, when was he not dressing up like this? That would have been far less pictures. So whatever the reason, as it turns out, it's looking more and more like everyone is hating on Trudeau. Even the ultra left-wing activists disguised as journalists over at the British Guardian have soured on him. Take a look at the reception he recently got in the city of Hamilton in Ontario.
All right.
Eek, I'm getting some Marie Antoinette vibes from that. But the contrast between Trudeau's fall and the rising Canadian populism simply couldn't be more stark. Canadian patriots are rising up like never before, and we've got the data to prove it. You're going to absolutely love this. But first, how many UFC fans do we have in the house? We know the one and only Donald Trump is a huge UFC fan, as are the fighters of him. But have you ever wondered how they manage their pain? Well, you don't have to, because a fellow patriot and good friend to this channel is precisely the one who provides relief to that pain, and he's here to do the same for you. We all know that as we age, aches and pains are normal, but they don't have to be, and that's where the groundbreaking medical scientist Clint Winters comes in. You've seen Clint on Fox, you've seen him on this channel. He's a world-renowned health expert who's unveiled a natural pain reliever that's taking the world by storm. It's called CB2. It's the 100% drug-free way to get full-body pain relief without dangerous meds. And it's the official pain reliever for the fighters in the UFC. And the best part, CB2 has no documented side effects after years of private testing. It's absolutely the future pain relief. So whatever you do, make sure to click on that link below right now and check out Clint's amazingly informative report on how CB2 is changing lives by providing safe and powerful relief at a fraction of the cost of pain pills. Click on that link below right now. More and more liberal pundits are indeed recognizing that populist sentiments are surging throughout Canada. In many respects, the Freedom Convoy was just the beginning of the evidence of this mass surge. What Trudeau tried to dismiss as nothing more than a fringe minority is, in point of fact, redefining Canadian politics, as recently demonstrated in the triumph of Pierre Poilievre in winning the leadership position for the Conservative Party. Poilievre is a very seasoned, savvy politician who's widely recognized as a mainstream politician who has enthusiastically embraced the rising populist movement awakening all throughout the world. Poilievre was a huge supporter of Canada's Freedom Convoy. He's actually come out and said that he's banning anyone in his administration from having any ties with the WEF, the World Economic Forum, the demons in Davos. He's incredibly well-spoken, very polished. He's young, and he is single-handedly transforming Canada's Conservative Party more in the direction of Maxime Bernier's Populist People's Party. It's basically becoming Canada's own version of the Patriot Party, and Poilievre's amazing style of what we might call parliamentary populism is taking the Tories by storm. And what that means is that we appear to be seeing a new alliance, an alliance that was long time coming, between Quebec nationalist populists and the wider national populist movement. Populism tends to be very regional, very provincial in Canada, and that's one of the things that makes Canadian populism so unique. And so thus far, Quebec nationalists, populists, they've tended to resist joining forces with the Conservatives, the Tories, under what we might call, more rhino leadership, neocon leadership. But now with the populist takeover of the Tories, all bets are off. And that's exactly what pundits are writing about. Poilievre has massive support in Quebec that we saw some months back with another landslide victory for the Nationalist Populist Party there, the Coalition Avenir Québec. That support looks like it's a game changer for Canadian national politics, and we're already seeing it in the polls. Under Poilievre's united leadership here, the Conservatives have now opened up a 7-point lead over the Liberals that's lasted for the past 9 months. If they can get that to a double-digit lead, I think the days of Trudeau will be coming to an end. And that is something we can all cheer. Are you ready to join the resistance? Because I'm leading a group of dedicated, courageous patriots who can lead a spearhead into the heart of the secular globalist establishment. We punished Bud Light and Target, driven CNN and the legacy media to near bankruptcy, forced BlackRock to backtrack on ESG, and now we're seeing our conservative-dominated Supreme Court ending affirmative action and protecting religious liberty. In my Insiders Club, I show you concrete steps to take locally and online that will only keep this mass uprising going until the battle is won. Don't wait. Click the link in my description below and join my Courageous Patriots Insiders Club today.